Good morning, everyone. I'm Teacher Jane. It's nice to see you once again. Today, we're going to discuss the digestive system. Okay, we're going to discuss and find out why is food digested. Your body needs all the food and nutrients. In order to provide the body with these nutrients, we must eat balanced diets. However, the balanced diet that we eat cannot readily be absorbed and used by the body. The food should first be changed into tiniest and simplest form in the process of digestion. Can you guess why? Digestion is the process by which food is eaten and broken down to simplest components. The simplest components of foods are called building blocks of food. Carbohydrates are broken down to glucose. The proteins are broken down to amino acids. Fats and oils are broken down to fatty acids. Okay, at first, we're going to discuss the alimentary canal. What is alimentary canal? It is a tube through which the food you eat travels. It starts from the mouth and ends in the anus. This is also called the digestive tract. Okay, so we're going to discuss the digestive system. It is used for breaking down food into nutrients, which then pass into the circulatory system and are taken to where they are needed in the body. Okay, so we're going to discuss the step-by-step digestion. Although digestion is a continuous process, it is divided into 3 stages. Number 1, digestion in the mouth. Number 2, digestion in the stomach. Number 3, digestion in the small intestine. The illustration shows the mouth. The mouth is the gateway to the digestive tract. It is composed of the teeth, tongue, lips, and salivary glands. The teeth cut the food physically into tiny pieces. The tongue tastes the food and guides the movement of the food in the mouth. When we chew well our food in the mouth, the food is changed into tiny bits. The saliva and digestive juices can react more easily with tiny bits of food. Okay, let's discuss the accessory organs. Salivary glands contain some mucus and enzyme called thiolin. What is a thiolin? Thiolin changes starch into a simple sugar called maltose. Number 2, the pancreas. It produces digestive juice, which flows through the pancreatic duct into the small intestine. Enzymes in the secretion help to break down protein, starch, and fats. It also secretes hormones called insulin and glucagon into the bloodstream. If pancreas secretes little insulin, the person develops a disease called diabetes mellitus. The tongue moves the food around until it forms a ball called the bolus. The bolus is passed to the pharynx or the throat, and the epiglottis makes sure the bolus passes into the esophagus and not down the windpipe. Food moves through this long tube by peristalsis movement. This movement is made when the muscles in the digestive tract alternately contract and relax. Peristalsis occurs in the esophagus, the stomach, and the intestines. You have to know that, however, that no digestion occurs in the esophagus. To enter the stomach, the bolus must pass through the lower esophageal sphincter. It is a tight muscle that keeps stomach acid out of the esophagus. The stomach has folds called rugae. It is a big muscular pouch which churns the bolus and mixes it with gastric juice, a mixture of stomach acid, mucus, and enzymes. Okay, we're going to discuss the accessory organs. Number 1, salivary glands. Number 2, gall bladder. And number 3, pancreas. These organs secrete the enzymes needed in food digestion. An enzyme is a chemical substance that makes the chemical digestion faster. Number 3, gall bladder is a pouch that stores bile. Bile from the liver is stored in the gall bladder. Bile is an enzyme that helps the body digest and absorb fatty foods. It helps the body absorb the fat-soluble vitamins like vitamins A, D, E, and K. Then the acid kills off any invading bacteria or viruses. The enzymes help break down proteins and lipids. It is called chemical digestion. The mucus protects the lining of the stomach from being eaten away by the acid. Chyme is now in the small intestine. The majority of absorption occurs here. The liver and pancreas help the small intestine to maximize absorption. The small intestine is broken down into 3 parts. Number 1, duodenum. Bile produced in the liver but stored in the gall bladder, which enters through the bile duct. It breaks down fats. The pancreas secretes pancreatic juice to reduce the acidity of the chyme. Number 2, jejunum. The jejunum is where the majority of absorption takes place. It has tiny finger-like projections called villi lining it, which increase the surface area for absorbing nutrients. And number 3, the ileum. The last portion of the small intestine is the ileum, which has fewer villi and basically compacts the leftovers to pass through the cecum into the large intestine. Okay, we're going to talk about the small intestine. It is about 7 meters and narrow corrugated tube. Completion of digestion happens with the help of enzymes coming from the accessory organs. It is in the duodenum where digestion of all kinds of food is completed. The excess substances are brought to the liver and releases them as the body requires. The remaining chyme passes into the large intestine. This chyme is composed of undigested food, water, and minerals. Okay, let's discuss the large intestine or colon. It's used to absorb water from the waste material left over and to produce vitamin K and some B vitamins using the helpful bacteria that live here. All leftover waste is compact and stored in the end of the large intestine called the rectum. When full, the anal sphincter loosens and the waste called feces passes out of the body through the anus. However, some abnormalities may happen in the absorption of water in the large intestine. Too much water absorption resulting in constipation, or less water may be absorbed resulting in diarrhea. This abnormality in the reabsorption of water may due to the bacteria in the large intestine.